Rolling, roll, rolling. Hi, welcome back to another episode from scratch. It's so weird because I always want to say welcome back to another episode of Learning with Love, which was my ex podcast. Let's get today started. It's been a few days and a lot hasn't been happening with in the business front. Like there's a lot happening in the life front, but not a lot of updates in the business front. Like I haven't actually been doing that much, but I promised myself that I'm gonna film this podcast at least every other 2 days and make it like a digital journal. Not only talking about my business, but like the backstory of how life also still keeps going and like everything else in your life is also always happening while you're trying to create something and while you're trying to build something and the ups and downs of all of it. So I'm just here to chit chat. This will be a little bit of what I'm learning, chit chat about my life, give you guys some gossip, like just a cute little sesh. And then yeah, and we'll see. I hope I can get a speaker for the next episode because that one's gonna be the fourth one. So I would love to have a speaker, and I have a few different people in my mind. But for now, let's get today started. How are you guys doing, by the way? It's been a lot, bro. Like yesterday, so I live in New York, right? So yesterday there was a shooting so close to where I live, like a few blocks down, and it's so weird because I had gone upstate for like a day. I'll get to that, but I went upstate for a day, and then I came back home, and my whole body was really hurting, because I slept in a sofa, so my body was really hurting, and I was like, I kind of want to go get a massage done. So I went to the masseuse, which was really good, got a whole massage done, did my head, did my body, it was such a good experience. And then I was coming back home and I really needed to get stuff from CVS, like a shampoo, and then I thought I would go to a store, a local store, and get myself some soup. There's this market called the Amish market close by my house, so and they have food all the time. So I was like, okay, I'll get some soup there and then I'll come back, take a long shower, fall asleep, and tomorrow, I have so much to do. So that was my game plan. And so I get out of the massage, which is on 49th Street. So if you guys don't know, that's which is very close to Times Square itself. And where the shooting took place was on around 57th, 58th Street, I think is what they told me. But it's all very close to where I live. It's all I'm in those areas all the time. Anyhow, I get out and then I'm walking and the vibes are just so different. This is around let's say 8:30 or so, and that's exactly when the shooting was taking place, which I had no idea. But I could feel it. I could feel the vibes be so weird. And then I'm going inside this CVS, and from the back of my head, I see someone put on a shirt, and I know he's a homeless guy, but I was like, whatever. But he looks at me and he rumbles and puts on a shirt and follows me behind CVS. And Dwayne Reed, CVS, all these places are the worst in New York, especially in Midtown area. Anywho, he's following me, and I know he's following me, so I'm like, oh, I need to be fast. So I quickly go inside and I directly go to the shampoo makeup area. um so I go in there, I ring the bell because everything's closed around here so that people don't steal anything. And so I ring the bell and a worker comes in and I get my shampoo. I go out, I'm checking out. But so the guy didn't find me and I see him leave CVS. I was like, okay, good. So I'm standing in the line. There's this other guy in front of me who starts looking at me and he's drunk. I can already smell that he has alcohol in his body, and he had 3, 4 cans of beer in his hand, and he looks at me. And I was wearing slippers and I was like, I'm not gonna give this guy any a time of my day. You know what I mean? I was feeling very relaxed. I just wanted to go home. So I had slippers on, and I don't know, I guess I took my feet out and I was putting it like this or scratching myself or something, and he started doing that too. So anything I was doing, the way I was holding my bottle, he started doing that and looking at me and pointing at me and laughing. And I was like it was so weird. But the thing I know about these kind of people is they really want attention, so the best way is to not give them attention at all. That's what that's what works the best. Even like if you're in a subway and there's like a crazy homeless person, who's like looking at you, just like don't give them attention because they love that. So I was like, I'm just gonna ignore him. Like I'm not gonna give him attention. So he was doing all these like funny things and he was joking and he was looking at me and laughing and he was copying other people and he was doing all of these things, and then he like checked out like his stuff or whatever, and he stood at the door, like he held the door because I was the next one, and he just stood there and he was making fun and laughing and giggling like by himself and looking at me and looking at everyone else too. Thank God there were other people, like I wasn't by myself. And then I went close to the door and he was just there and I was like, fuck this shit. So instead of like going from the out, the indoor, I just kicked it open and I walked by, and I was like, I'm not gonna let you fucking stand there and not let me walk out, nor am I giving you any of my attention. Like I will actually fight you if you start fighting me, but for now I'm just gonna leave. But like it was just a weird like accident after accident. And then I went to Amish and I was gonna get food. Then I see this very, like, it's gonna sound really weird, but I see like this big man who was very like sweaty and like just didn't look good come in and like look at the food, right? And I was trying to get food and I looked at him and I was like, it just didn't get appetizing. Like his vibes were weird. So I was like, I'm not gonna eat this. I did get like a meatloaf, but like I ended up just throwing it in the garbage. Like I didn't eat it, but it was just really weird vibes. Then I check out my stuff, I get out of Amish, and I'm walking down the street. I see this guy look at me and just smile really weirdly, which is so weird because yesterday I just came out of a fucking spa, so I wasn't even looking good. You know what I mean? I had like my hair up in a bun. I don't know. And he started following me. Like I felt him, creeping through, and I ran home. And this was like the sun was about to go down, but like it was still out. It was like around 8:30, 8:45. And then I came back home and I was gonna tell my roommates, I was like, y'all, the outside is so weird today. Like, to not go outside. It's just weird vibes. That's when Ariel, one of my roommates, he was like, did you hear that there was a shooting that just happened? And I opened my TikTok and like the things about all the shooting came up. And I was like, oh shit, that's what I was feeling. Cause like the whole entire vibe of like the city, and because we're in such close proximity, like if I walk from here to where the shooting happened, it's 15 minutes away. So we're that close. And I was like, oh shit, like I literally felt it. But yeah, that was just weird. Anywho, that was that. But let's get back to today's episode. There are a couple of things that have been great, but I'm gonna just piggyback off of, like I told you guys the last episode, I went to like this United Women in Business event. It was about personal branding, but I really went in there thinking that I'm actually gonna find someone, you know what I mean? Like I was so excited. I set an intention out to the universe and I was like, God, please give me someone that I would really like. Like I want more people who are just like me, and I want to make more friends with like-minded people and stuff like that. So I went in. It wasn't as great as I thought it would be. Like the presentation itself was really good, and then I made a few friends. Like there's this girl and there's this other one who she's starting like a company. I think next to next week or something she's launching a new company, which the idea was really great, but like I don't know, I just couldn't find anyone in the same vibrational length as I was, and I was really really hoping that I could find someone who's just as motivated, just as like, solo entrepreneur, or like, I don't know, something like that. I just wanted someone who would catch my attention and would be like, okay, that is it. Like, that's my person. Because, like, every time I've made friends or like any important person in my life, I always know. Like, as soon as I see them, I'm like, I need to go talk to that person for some reason. Like, for some reason, I feel like they're going to be my person, but I just couldn't find anyone like that. I did go talk to the speaker, and everything she was saying about personal branding was very validating to everything that I'm doing. Because she also did a podcast, and she was talking about how, like, you have to have a different point of view, and you have to have a story that you want to share to people, and like, um, actually want to like build a community. Like if you have an actual story and if you're authentic, like that's where you come in as someone that people would want to listen to and like build a community. And I was like, I do, I have a story and I want to build a community and all of that. So that was really validating. But Friday, I worked the whole day. I cleaned up everything, and at night, I really wanted to go out, so I went out. And this is so funny. Okay, gonna give you like this is like boy drama, like girl talk, because we're just talking today, you know. So Friday night, like I went out with my friends. We had a few drinks, whatever, whatever, and then there's this guy that I've been seeing like on and off. Like it's like a kind of like a situationship. Like I've known this man for like about 7 months now, but it's like a very good, healthy situation where I'm like, you know, we have boundaries and we're both okay with the way we're living our life. So it's not there's no drama, it's not actual love, but we're very chill. Like if I ever need anything, he's gonna be there. Like if he needs anything, I'll be there. And I have fun with him. So I call him, I go to his house, and we're just chilling, we're having drinks, we're talking. Suddenly this man gets a phone call, and it's his brother. And his brother is like, "Hey, I'm in jail." He's literally like, "Hey, I'm in jail and I really need your help. Like it's not looking good." Um, and then he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm in jail and it's not looking good. Like I need you." And he's like, "Okay, I'm coming." And I was like, "Where the fuck are you going?" And he's like, "You're coming too." And I was like, "Where are we going?" And he's like, my brother just called me. We gotta go." And I was like, "Okay, well, adventure. I am not supposed to be anywhere around a jail, let me tell you." But you know, I got ready, did whatever I had to do, got in his car, and then we got his brother out. And then I came back home because he had to go all the way to Jersey to drop his brother off at the house. But it was just really funny. And the worst part is I lost my ID somewhere in that night. Somewhere that I was so drunk, y'all. Like I literally had a can of twisted tea in my hand the whole time. And I saw an officer look at me up and down. And mind you, I am not supposed to be anywhere near any of this, you know? But I lost my wallet and I lost my parliament. And I told him to search everywhere and he couldn't find them. So lost my ID, and that's gonna be really hard because I needed to like travel around US. I really don't know when I'm gonna get that, but that was really funny. And then the next day I woke up and I thought I'll just work and everything, but I was just in this angsty mood. I also got my period, so I was just in this very angsty mood. And so I called up a friend and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they were like, "Nothing. What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing. We should go out somewhere." And this is a friend who has a car. If you live in New York City, one of the best advice I can give you is you always got to have people who have cars. Because if you want to get the fuck out of the city, you need someone with a car. You know what I mean? So that you can just call them up and you can be like, "Hey, shall we, like, can we leave, please? Like, I need to get the fuck out of the city." And so they were like, "Okay, sure." And I was like, "Okay, let's go." So we quickly like get an Airbnb, get the fuck out of the city, go to the Airbnb. It was cute, but let me tell y'all, it was low-key haunted. Like it was 2 floors, and the one upstairs had like this weird nook kind of situation. Like it really looked like a children's room. And we were joking about how like this is where the parents brought the children and beat them up because it literally gave those vibes. And every time, like I love going upstate, I love being adventurous, I love going to like these places in the middle of the fucking forest, right? But I never fall asleep. Like I can never fall asleep in these Airbnbs. Like I need to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. So I made everyone watch Hangover 1 and Hangover 2, and we stayed up like all night watching that. And around 4 o'clock, I was like, "Okay, we can all go to bed now." And I slept in the sofa because it was so hot inside and there was only AC outside. But it was fun. We had like a little hot tub that was really good. And then we went to the market in the morning and I got like really good sandwiches. Oh my god, the sandwich that I ate was so good. I finally figured out what my favorite sandwich in this whole world is. This was like a brioche, like a homemade brioche bun, and then they had like I actually put in this pepper jelly, like red pepper jelly. It's from this brand called, I don't know, but I'll put like a picture right here. But you like put a little bit of pepper jelly on top of it, and then you can either do like prosciutto, or I did bresaola, which is like a beef prosciutto. So you do prosciutto, and then you put like burrata, you know, like a really good burrata in the middle, and then we did a bunch of like arugula, and then I put some pickled onions and like capers on top of it, and then you smash it close. Oh my god, and like a hot brioche bun. Oh my god, it was so good. And then I got this other sandwich, which was also like an open face sandwich with like smoked salmon and cream cheese like mixed up with pickled onions, arugula, capers is really good, and then I put the pepper jam on top of it too. It was so good, like so good to the T. But that's been my weekend, you guys. Like that's been my 2 3 days. Like I thought I would just sit and work and do all of that, but like the thing about me is I'm very impulsive at so many times of my life. Like I'm so impulsive. So I just do things out of randomly. I think it's the Gemini in me, but like I need to learn how to sometimes control my impulses. Like sometimes it's so fun, but like this time around I could have done so much work instead. I just was like, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, and like in all of these situations I think what I'm realizing is that I'm like playing the same old narrative again and again and again, because a lot of times replaying the same things and like being around the same people, even like the person that I told you that I was in a situationship or like whatever with, like all of these people, I don't even want them in my life anymore. You know what I mean? Like if I'm being really honest, it's like this is not who I am. It's not even a part of me. I just got stuck in this cycle when honestly when I broke up with my last situationship and I was going through it, because I really like the other one and I don't like this one that much, but like and like these are the people, I don't know. Sometimes I'm stuck in middle of people. I'm stuck in middle of like in New York too and like in this apartment too. And I'm like, this is not even my story. My story is I'm already living where I want to be living, like I'm always already in Miami. Like I'm already doing all of these things like that. It's so real to me, yet somehow I'm still stuck here in this story in this old version. And like on the day to day I find myself just like thinking so much about like this person and that person and all everything that's happening in this reality, and then I stop myself and I'm like, why am I thinking so much about shit in this reality and stuff that's happening in this reality, and like when it doesn't even matter to me. Like I'm gonna leave like really soon. Like I already know that I'm leaving, like very soon. Yet somehow we're so caught up in this. And then I also realized that the more caught up I get in this, the harder it is for my new reality to be birthed. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Somehow you're like stuck in the old patterns and the old ways and the old people when you're just like, I shouldn't even be here. Like I'm already living somewhere else. In my brain, I'm already someone else. I'm already somewhere else. Sorry, the sirens. But yeah. Yeah. Piggybacking off of that, I think I just made a realization that everything in life, if it is truly about vibration, I think I just had like the biggest realization that all I need to do is sit my ass down and meditate twice a day and go to like the different zone. And the meditation that I do is Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's called Tuning into New Potentials. It's like about an hour long. He has like this 7 minute breathing exercise where he like tells you to take all of your power from like your root chakra all the way up to your brain, and then you just relax, so you're basically getting out of like survival mode and getting into creation. So he makes you do like this breathing technique, and then he makes you like float around in space where you literally, I'm telling you guys, you literally feel like you're not even in your body. Like you forget about everything that's around you, and then he tunes into he makes you remember like where you want to go, and you put your focus and you put your energy there, and you feel and you breathe new air, and like you smell and you touch, and you visualize your new life, or like the life that you want, your desired reality, to such an extent that it all feels so fucking real to you. um and every time I do that, I feel like I really like I've been doing this meditations, you guys, for like almost over a year now. Of course, my goals have changed and all of that, but it's like I can never do it every single day. Like, if only I stuck to it. I always do it 4 days, and like something pops up in my this reality, or my, I just go, I don't know, I lose my mind, or like something happens, and then I completely shift, and then I don't do it for like a whole week or like 2 weeks, and then I get back into it. But if I could just sit my fucking ass down and be more consistent, that's one thing. Like, I was telling someone, I think I was telling my friend yesterday, that I've seen so many people who I had the same ideas, like even in ecom, the same products that I wanted to sell, the same ideas that I wanted to do. Like, all of these people got were consistent, fully went into it, and now are making millions of dollars, and I was selling the same shit, and I just gave up. I just gave up, and it's like, I don't know why I do that. Like, that's my main thing. It's like, I of course I'm consistent, and of course there's ups and downs, and I truly believe that like everything I've learned, at least in this journey, in the 7 months that I've been in it, about 8 now, has been, really great. And like, even if I'm losing, I'm still winning because I'm learning. But it's like, I need to be consistent. Like, I literally, if only I let go. Like, also another thing is that sometimes you're so action focused, and I feel like the world tells you to just like work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, that you forget about the alignment part of it. Like, for the last week, I knew I had all of these like podcasts, like this filmed, and I knew I had to like put it in clips, and I knew I had to like make a TikTok for it and do all of that. Like, so as soon as I woke up, I was just like, work, work, work. But like, so how did I forget that the main part of like getting to your goals, more than working hard, is being aligned, like aligned work. And for that, you literally need to sit your ass down and do your meditations and journal it out, and just like be in that vibration of alignment, and knowing that it's already worked out for you, and then start your day, and then start your things, so that you're in the flow. But like, for the last a week, I was just in like this very zone, which is why I think I crashed out, and I, went away, and all of that. That's something that I will start doing again, is that today I did like a kundalini meditation, where I sat down. It was really good. Like, I didn't feel it fully to the effects of what I felt it, but like every time I do kundalini, it's so funny that I literally start shaking. Like, I start shaking and I start shivering. um Another thing I've been doing is, I've recently been very, like, I didn't used to do this a lot, but recently I've been taking like energetic baths. So every time I'm outside, or especially for girls, like every time you're hanging out with a guy, I come back home and I take a shower, and then I get salt. Like, you guys can get sea salt or Himalayan salt, and like just put it in my body, and like I wash it off. And it's just like any other energy. Because, like, when you're around people, and when you're outside with people, especially if you're fucking, like, if you're having sex with a guy, like, those energies still get transferred. Like, energy is a very real thing. But I'm just saying, be mindful of your energy. Like, don't be so stuck. Like, so many people, like, soul ties and shit like that. It's because, like, always use protection, first of all. But second of all, the energy is still lingering in your body, so make sure to like cleanse that energy. So I've been taking like salt water baths, like, a lot. And that just, it's so funny, because every time I take a salt water bath, I just feel my body vibrating. Like, I just feel like whatever energy was stuck in my body is just like coming out. So I just like shake it off, and shaking off your energy is a very real thing. Like, sometimes you get so stuck, all you have to do is like just shake a little, which is why dance is so good, which is why movement and working out, like, all of this is literally a way of like transmuting stuck energy into like flow, and like getting rid of it, so that you have your own energy back, or like good energy back. So do that. And I always like sage myself, I sage my room, palo santo it, all of that. Like, take care, as much as you're taking care of your physical health and your mental health and your work and everything, like, your energetic health is actually the most important part, because everything is energy. So, which is why I'm like, why am I so focused in getting done all of these things and anxious about it, when I'm not even aligned? So, like, you should be aligned too. Like, I am literally starting now, before I ever start working and do anything else in this day. Like, even before I look at my phone, I'm gonna sit my ass down and I'm gonna meditate, and I'm gonna go in that zone when I'm so aligned and where I know that everything I want is already mine, and I'm gonna journal about it. You can script it. I sometimes write scripts and I read it again, so that you get into that zone and that vibration, and then you just let it go and you know it's yours. And once you're in that zone, like, I've felt it because I've done this so many times. People just come to you, like opportunities come to you, the exact things you want come to you. Like, one day I really want a Porsche, right? So I was like imagining myself having a Porsche and driving through it. Ever since that day, like, I haven't been doing it for the last 2 weeks no, for the last month or so. I haven't actually been visualizing Porsche itself. But like a month ago, when I was only visualizing Porsche, this is what I'm saying. Like, I used to visualize Porsche and then I just stopped. Anywho, going back, when I was like actually only visualizing driving a Porsche, I started seeing Porsches all around me. I kid you not. I woke up, I looked outside the window, there was a Porsche. I walked outside, another car, that was a Porsche. And then Porsche report. Like, before this, I didn't even see Porsche around me. And now I've been seeing Porsches everywhere. And that's how it works. Like, um when I was visualizing Miami and going there, I met a person randomly, just randomly, who does the same exact thing, and lives in Miami and wanted to invite me like over. And I was like, shit, like, things just be working out. But yeah, this other time I wanted like a UN job, and I was just walking down the street and this person stopped me and he was like, I have this NGO and your energy was like so bright. So I needed to stop and talk to you and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think I just need to be more consistent, Larissa. Be more consistent. Consistency. Funny stuff. Anywho, but that's that. What else? Alchemy is going great. We're changing so many materials. We're changing, like, I this is just a fucking sample and it's already been a lot. I've changed like my material so that it's not as like workout clothy, I can't wait for you guys to see. And but I'm like scared now because it's half sleeved, and by the time the production's gone, it's going to be like September. So how the fuck am I going to sell it? So I might have to turn it into full sleeves, and I wanted it to be like an outdoor thing, but it was looking too sportsy, so I took off like the reflective panels. So now it's just like a regular top that you can wear at home, but it's such like the sets are so fucking cute. I just don't know if it's like the right time to like sell it just because it's gonna be cold now, but I'm also selling it to the whole world and not just like the Eastern Hemisphere. Um, so I think I should be good. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how we get there. But yeah, I really just want this pod to be great. Like, this is already what, my fourth episode. I'm not gonna put out the first one because I didn't really like it, or maybe I'll just put out clips of it. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna go today and edit a bunch of stuff and just get my life together and all of that. But I'm glad I did this. Like, I just want to keep doing this. Please comment. Like, by this, I hope I have at least 100 followers or like 10. And I hope you guys comment. Like, please comment on whatever you want to know more, what you guys want to see, what you love about this. Go to my TikTok and follow from scratch, follow Alchemy. Go to Instagram and follow Alchemy. And I'll put everything down below. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next 2 days. So today's a Monday. I'm gonna put this out tomorrow. I don't know how I'm doing this though, because like I have so many backed up episodes. So we'll see how we do that. But anywho, I'll see you in 2 days for sure. Um, and I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in from wherever you guys are tuning in. If it's YouTube or Spotify, um, I love you and keep it going. I think today's main takeaway is to be consistent and is to focus on your energy and your vibration first, because everyone in this world, not everyone, but a lot of people in this world who are successful and who've started from the bottom and have gotten to the top, the most important thing they talk about is their frequency and like aligned action and like listening to your intuition. So it's not just about hard work and work, 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 work. It's more about aligned work. It's more about being in that frequency. That's what they call flow state, I think, is when like the universe just like you're in this state of like loving it so much because you're so aligned with the frequency and the vibration of it, that ideas just flow in and creation just flows in, and like work doesn't even feel like work because you love doing it so much, you know? So yeah, get your energy right, get your alignment in, and then work. Do that before you start working. That's what I'm going to do. And for the next 21 days, I'm going to meditate and get in the zone for 21 days straight for two times a day. Like I'm going head on deep with this. And we'll see where we get in the next 21 days, you know, because they literally say that it only takes 21 days to like actually change your life. Um, so we'll see where we'll go. But that's all for today. I love y'all again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.